What the fuck is up, y'all? Scotty2Ballz up on here, Carnival Spirits. Gonna do this Juggalo chain letter thing that's going around. Much love to CPN for putting this up. It's where I caught notice of it, you know. And I've been trying to watch everybody's video who's done it. It's hard for me to watch videos and shit with my hectic lifestyle with 20 million kids. So anyway, thank you, TJ, for giving me the questions so I could have a little reference point since I'm not near a computer. But anyway, let's get into it right away. What is your Juggalo family nickname? Mine is Scotty2Ballz. Kind of came up with it back when I heard fucking Cotton Candy. Let's see, my name is Shaggy, but some call me Shaggy Balls. I just applied it, Scotty2Ballz. All my friends back in the day started calling me Scotty2Ballz. I adopted Scotty2Ballz because I have two balls and they flap in the wind. Now, on this Tales from Lotus Pod in-store back in the day, I asked Shaggy if he would put two Scotty2Ballz on it, and he puts two Scotty2Ballz or some shit. I could be lying. He could have just put Scotty2Ballz and then the two for his ognograph, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's Scotty2Ballz. That's how it came about. Next question. What made you a Juggalo Juggalette? I've always been a Juggalo. I felt, just never had the name attached to me. You can't be made a Juggalo, I guess, is what I'm trying to get. You've always had the feeling, the attributes, the underdogness, the, other side of the fence floob shit that I've always been drawn to my whole life. So, I didn't make myself into a Juggalo. It's not a fakeness where, I'm just going to follow the trend and become a Juggalo. That's what made me a Juggalo. So hopefully that answers the question. My favorite Horrorcore Music Artist. Definitely, hands down, has been and always will be Insane Clown Posse. Even though they're wicked shit and not horrorcore, they throw knives in the crowd and have you run for the door. Insane Clown Posse. How many horrorcore artist band shirts do I own? I own probably about 50 to 75 band shirts. I would own more, but I'm broke as fuck. I don't have any money. I have to spend it all on my children and my wife. So if anybody has any band shirts in a 4X or 5X size, you can send them my way. But yeah, I'd say I own at least 50 to 75, not 100 to 150, because I used to buy the shit out of them when I was single and early on in my marriage, which was, what year is this? 2015? 14 years ago. So that tells you anything. I haven't been able to get a new shirt since Mighty Death Pop hit, and I got the Death Pop Red Popped shirt. That's the last t-shirt I've been able to buy. So ICP wise, horrorcore wise, whatever. Do you listen to more than just Psychopathic Records artists like Strange Music, LSP, and SKR? I listen to a few artists on Strange Music. Most people know I was part of the Strange Music Street team. I listen to Tech, I listen to Calico, and I listen to Prozac, and I listen to Mayday. Brother Lynch Hung. Outside of that, I listen to some Kung Fu Vampire, I listen to some Potluck, Dirtball's solo shit. I don't really fuck with KMK. I would say that's about as far. Bloodstep, I've been getting into him a little bit. Trying to think, shit. I have a wide taste in music, so I mean, it's not just horrorcore that I listen to. I haven't really listened to LSP or SKR. I feel like I'm too busy with the artists that I already like, with their new shit that's been coming out, and listening to that, than to like start fucking with a whole bunch of other artists. You know, I listen to JPK, and I listen to fucking, yeah, a lot of the artists that have been on or in the tunnels. I've been fucking with them a little bit, so. Have you ever met any horrorcore Juggalo music artists in real life? Yes, I have. Numerous times. I've met Dark Lotus at the Tales from the Lotus Pod Inn store. Met Twisted by themselves on the Freak Show tour. I've talked about that already. Was on their tour bus. Met Twisted and Blaze. ICP did their Haunted House Shangri-La in store. Shangri-La, it was a haunted house store. Me and my wife went to that, and they were at this haunted house up in Kansas City, and me and my wife, Shaggy helped us over the barricade, and me and her went back and smoked a doobie with Jay and ABK. Shaggy didn't smoke back then, but he just kind of stood up there and greeted the other people that were walking by and shit like that. But yeah, me and my wife smoked a joint with ABK and Violent J, talked to them for a little bit, and then had to bounce out of there. Have you been to the Gathering before? I was at the 2001, 2002, and 2003 Gathering. So yes, it's been a long time, and it's long overdue, and I will be there next year, motherfucker. Doing everything I can to get there. You watching this video is helping me and other members on this channel hopefully get our asses to the Gathering next year. But we'll see what happens. I'm very, very realistic about going next year. Number 17, you know what I'm saying? Favorite horrorcore song? My absolute favorite horrorcore song would have to be, I don't know. There's way too many. I can't just pinpoint and narrow it down to one song. You know, I'd have to say, because it kind of goes up and down. At the top of my list, most meaningful song to me would be, you know, Love Don't Live Here Anymore by Twisted. It was a really, really big one for me. Nothing's Left by ICP, Pass Me By. I like a lot of those deeper songs that they come up with. And then I love, like, It's All Over off the Nuclear Bang Pow Boom. Apocalypse off Missing Link Lost. I love a lot of the shit off the Found track itself. Lost at the Carnival. You know, I don't have just one favorite song, so fuck that question. What's my favorite Joker's card? My favorite Joker's card would have to be Riddlebox. Definitely. Front to back Riddlebox. That album to me is flawless, so... do I prefer the OG6 or the new set? Or like both? I love both. I can't say do I like the new 6 as compared to the old 6, because this new 6 isn't fully complete yet. I do like Bing Pow Boom. I like Mighty Death Pop. I like Missing Link, Lost and Found. And I love the old 6, so I like both of them. You know, there's certain things on the old set that I didn't care for, and there's things on the new set that I don't care for. There's different things I love about both of them, so, you know, that's the answer to that question. Now, people drive me nuts when they say there's only one set of 6 Joker's cards. I don't count the new set as Joker's cards. Fuck you. They are Joker's cards because the people who made them said they are Joker's cards. You can't pick them. Fuck you. ICP made them, called them Joker's cards. They're fucking Joker's cards. Fuck you. So, do you watch other Juggalo Youtubers? If so, who? Yes, I watch. When I can, I try to keep up with CPN's videos. I watch everybody on Carnival Spirits videos. I watch some Boy Blue videos. I used to watch Juggalos RS. Juggalos R Us when they were doing shit. I loved watching them. Nappy J, I watch his videos. Shit, a lot of people have come and gone. I try to keep up with everybody, but it's hard for me to sit down and watch videos that are like 30 minutes long and shit like that. Juggalo vlogs, I watch Hunter. Whenever I can. I mean, I'm not able to catch every video that people put out. Like, I'm sure everybody isn't able to watch our videos on Carnival Spirits or our own channels, you know. I do what I can, you know what I'm saying? I try to catch up on all of them whenever I can. What is your stance on new school Juggalos versus old school Juggalos, and how some new school give us a bad name? You know what? It's not only new school Juggalos that give old school Juggalos a bad name. Some old school fucking Juggalos give us a bad name. So I'm not going to pinpoint and say it's just new school Juggalos give us a bad name. The people who are just coming into it and are considered new school, I would say do your research. You know, everybody was new at some point. But I'd say people who, like there's people who probably just went to the gathering this year, never heard ICP, never heard of Twisted or Blaze or Dark Lotus, who are claiming Juggalo as we speak. You know what I'm saying? They're so new to it. That's great, because one day they'll be considered old school. Like, you know, when I first got into it, I sure as shit wasn't old school, but I was captivated by everything that would go on around me at events, at the concerts. They were a totally different feeling than other concerts I'd been to, because I loved going to concerts. You know, every time Korn would come through, every time Manson would come through, shit like that. I mean, but everybody was new at some point. I have no problem with people getting into it. It's people who don't get what this shit is about, you know. And then go off and do some horrific crime, or go and like start spray painting a bunch of shit that shouldn't be spray painted with Juggalo graffiti, you know what I'm saying, like ICP, or putting a hatchet man on something, or, you know, there's people in Peoria, I commend them that were at that gathering, because when they did this, the graffiti, they did it with sidewalk chalk so it could be washed off. It's people who do shit like with like permanent markers and like actual spray paint, where they have to like completely redo the shit that I don't like. And people did that back then too, but you know, that's where I stand on new versus old. I'm always willing to give people the benefit of the doubt before hating. So, anyway, on to the next questions. What are your thoughts on the whole FBI putting Juggalos on the gang list? I thought it was stupid, retarded, and, you know, I ain't a fucking gang member, so I just thought it was a big fucking joke. Do you think Juggalo is and should be recognized as a religion? Hell no. I don't. I don't like religions. I like to be able to freely think what I think without having some mystical, magical bullshit be thrown into, like, taking things literal, like people do with the Bible and stuff. It's stupid. I don't know. That's a stupid question, and fuck you for asking that. I don't like it. But anyway, no, we're all, you know, the thing with the missing link and found was, do you believe in a higher power? Was there a higher power bigger than you that you believed in? And, you know, hold on to that. I believe in a higher power. I don't believe in some magical man in the sky. I don't even want to go into my beliefs, because I don't have religious beliefs. Okay? But anyway, and okay, here's my question that I'm going to add to it. And my question is, if you had one question to ask Violent J, what would your question be? And I'm not going to answer it. I may do a question or an answer to my question later on. But if you had one question you could ask Violent J, you know, it could be about, you know, why did you decide to do more Joker's cards? And have him answer honestly, you know what I'm saying? Not kind of beat around the bush or anything, like he does a lot. But if you could get one honest answer from Violent J, what question would you ask him? That's my question. So anyway, Scotty2Ballz. Check me out on my main channel /Scotty2Ballz. And, you know, we'll fucking see you later. Thanks for checking us out on Carnival Spirits.